Hey there, adventurers! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Gloria, your friendly, trusty guide. Once again, I want to say a very, very big thank you to all of you who are supporting, sharing, and liking. We really do appreciate you. Please don't stop sharing, don't stop liking. It helps us, and we're going to keep giving you awesome videos. Now let's dive into today's video. So in today's video, we'll be tackling the topic of juggling, having to merge school and work together abroad. This is really, I call it taxi because it's not easy. Number one, you're in a different country, different environment, different time zone, different from where you are coming from, and you have to merge school and work. It's gonna take a while, but don't worry, no hassle. Gloria is here to help you. So for you to juggle through working, balancing work and school at the same time in a different time zone, you need effective time management and organization. For you to do that, you need just 3 steps. There, number 1, you create a schedule that works for you, that aligns your working time and your school time. Make sure you prioritize your tasks. Prioritize the time, because that's how you help yourself balance and stable. Secondly, you use productivity tools. Well, tools that help guide you through all this process, like you starting from your to-do to the calendar tools. For example, Google. We have a to-do list, we have a calendar. So you fix in all of your activities with the time accordingly on these tools. Just find what works best for you and use it. Now, thirdly, you have to avoid procrastination. Please remember, you are in a country where you don't know anybody. Even if you have somebody, you still don't know how it works there so well because you're new and you're trying to juggle through life and school. You're not in the country where you know how it works, your time to go out, time to do this. You have to plan yourself well. So avoid procrastination. It is the enemy of time and productivity. So if you have to do your schoolwork at so time, and just because you're going to be home, let's say, let me be practical with you. You have to do your schoolwork at 10 a.m. Just because you're free by 12 to 1. Don't say, no, I'm going to run my school duties by 12 to 1. No, because you have work by 4, right? So you have to plan yourself effectively and avoid any sort of procrastination. Just as an extra tip, you have to also put your mind in place of your movement. Like, I don't want to call it transportation because what's your time movement? The time in which you will leave your house and get to the bus station before you get to school or work. You don't know how long it's going to take you. You don't know how long it's going to take the bus to full. And you don't know how long you're going to take on the way to get there. So you have to be very conscious of these things. That's why I said avoid procrastination, create a schedule that works for you, and use a productivity tool that you are comfortable with, that works and suits you well. Very, very, very essential, okay? Another thing that helps you juggle through school life and work abroad, yes, I have to emphasize that abroad. So I'm not talking about your foreign country, but wherever you choose to go as an adventurer, is communication and support. See, I'm going to mention 3 aspects, which is number 1, communicating effectively with your employer. When you get a job or wherever you are working, ensure that you have a very good and open communication with your employer. Explain to them that you're a student and then you're working and schooling at so hour. This will help them balance or give you a somewhat. Secondly, you ensure you have an open communication to professors, that's in school, professors and the academic leaders generally. Make them understand you are working so time, and therefore they will give you some slack as a thing. You should come over, submit your assignment. And, when it's mandatory for others who have nothing to do, trust me, they have a way of placing you, because naturally in schools, they give you time to work. They will even be the one to better explain to you the time to pick your working hours. I know in one country, they will school for 3 days and work for 2 days, not more than 4 hours. If you don't have an open communication with these people, you wouldn't make mistakes. Then surround yourself with friends. That's the third one. And family. Even though you don't have family, make good friends there who understand your situation. Certainly there are people who come from your country who have been there before you even got there. Make friends with them. Lean on them for support. You can balance. When you balance, you know how it works, you'll be glad you did. As much as you're schooling and working, I understand how taxing it can all be. Don't forget yourself in the process. Self-care and finding that health balance, that's finding a balance, is extremely important. So it is crucial to prioritize yourself, and finding a balance for your health. And these few tips will help you out. Number 1, set a break time. Give yourself a break. As much as you're working and you're schooling, and then it's important, both of them are important, just create that time to unwind, rest, relax, go to the spa, do yoga, anything that helps your muscle free, because it helps you to be more productive and efficient while you're working. Then you think about what we call practice this time management technique. So yes, you're working at so hour, schooling at so hour. I have just these few hours. Use it to rest. Because if you're working and schooling and you're not resting in another place, I always put it there, in another country. So it's not a place where you are familiar with. Everything about that area is different for you, especially if you're new there. You have just 1 hour of your time. Use it to just something valuable for yourself. Just for yourself. Don't forget to set boundaries. Set boundaries between school, between work, and your personal life. I could give you so many examples, but I know not all of you will listen. Well, let's just shut it. Set boundaries. You don't want to collapse. Nobody will go to work for you and bear your name and carry your face. If at all somebody stands for you, they are paying the person. And if you still collapse when you're going to school, that degree you're looking for, you're not going to get it. You have families back there in your countries looking up to you and expecting you to come home to make them happy and proud. Set boundaries. There is time for school, there is time for work, and there is time for your personal life, your self-care to improve your health. And there you have it. Tips to help you balance your work life and your school life in a different country. I feel so happy to have shared this with you. And if you stay to this moment, it means you find this content very interesting and informative. Please do well to subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell, and also share. If you have any questions at all, any topic you want me to talk about, please leave it in the comment section. I'll do well to respond. Thank you once again for joining me on this journey. Remember, with proper planning, good time management, and self-care, you'll be able to achieve both dreams, desires of yours, and still be active. See you next time on our next video. Bye-bye.